how I passed Anthropic's Claude Certified Architect exams, and why I failed one first video script, target length 4500000 hook. I recently passed the Claude Certified Architect Professional exam from Anthropic. But here's the part most people won't tell you. Before that, I failed the Foundations exam, the supposedly easier one. In this video, exactly what I got wrong, what I changed, and the study method that actually got me a pass. 0200050WHO this IS4 context. Quick context. I'm a functional consultant, not an engineer. So this isn't a developer aces a technical exam story. If technical certifications feel intimidating coming from a business or functional role, this is for you. Anthropic's certification track has a few levels. The two I've gone through, CCA-F Foundations, the entry-level Cert CCAR-P, Architect Professional, a deeper scenario-heavy exam on designing real AI systems 050-150 to failure. My first attempt at Foundations did not go well. I assumed it'd be the easy one, basic definitions. Wrong. It's scenario-based. It doesn't ask what is a hook. It gives you a situation and makes you pick the right mechanism, out of several that all sound plausible. My score report was brutal in places, 0% in some domains. Things like choosing coordinator-style orchestration versus running tasks in parallel, picking the right tool for finding and reading files in a codebase, deciding how to configure an AI coding assistant for a team I hadn't failed to understand AI conceptually. I'd failed to practice choosing between similar-sounding options under exam conditions. That single realization changed how I studied next. 150, 300 watt, I changed one. I stopped reading and started testing myself. Documentation felt productive but wasn't converting into exam performance. I switched to scenario-based practice questions, same style as the real exam. 2, I used my score report as a map. It breaks performance down by domain. I didn't study evenly. I targeted my 0 and 50% areas specifically. If you have a failed attempts report, that's your best study material. Don't ignore it. 3, I built practice sets mirroring the real exam exactly. Same structure, same domain spread, 60 scenario questions at a time with an explanation for every answer. 4, I anchored every concept to a simple analogy before touching the technical term. A lot of these topics have confusing, similar-sounding names. Comparing each one to something familiar first made the terminology actually stick. 5, I didn't grind for hours daily. This is the point I want to stress most. You don't need to study excessively to pass this. Consistent, targeted practice beat marathon cramming every time. 350 watt work for professional. Same method applied to professional, and it worked. Passed with a solid score. Professional goes deeper, full system architecture, multi-agent design, security, and compliance trade-offs. Sounds intimidating, but it rewards the exact same approach. Realistic scenarios, not flashcards, target your own weak spots from a score report. Understand why an answer is right, not just which letter to pick. I passed professional. I have not yet cleared the Foundations retake. I'm actively working through a structured practice program right now, closing those specific gaps before sitting it again. That's on purpose. Only showing wins gives a distorted picture. The honest version, 1 pass, 1 gap still being closed, clear plan to close it. 350 for 35 takeaways don't assume Foundations is the easy one. Same scenario-based rigor applies. Practice in the exact format of the real exam before sitting it. Format familiarity matters as much as knowledge. Already failed once? Your score report is gold. Study weak domains specifically. Use analogies to lock in terminology for concepts that sound similar but aren't. You don't need to burn out preparing for this. Targeted and consistent beats long and unfocused. 435 to 450 close CTA, that's the real story. 1 exam passed, 1 in progress, and a method that's working for both. Prepping for either one? Drop a comment below. Subscribe. I'll post an update once the Foundations retake is clear too. End of script, approx. 640 words / 450 at natural speaking pace.